I just dropped Cowboy off for the day at Angel Memorial Animal Medical Center. It's a great place. They really know what they're doing. It's probably the best, certainly the best animal hospital on the East Coast. Might be the best animal hospital anywhere. I don't know. It's a great place. But I just dropped him off for the whole day. They're going to do a EKG and an ultrasound and a bunch of other crap. He's such an anxious little guy, he was freaking out, and that's a bummer. So I don't know what time he's going to be ready to pick up, but I am going to go and just do some other stuff. I'm going to go find something fun to do, some kind of adventure to get into. That ought to kill some time. Well, my plan standing in the middle of all these trees was to kind of fake you out that I'm like in the forest or something, but you can probably hear all the cars going by. Yeah, maybe you can even hear all the airplanes going by. So I might as well just tell you that I'm in Revere Beach. Right across from this little park is the sand, and on the other side of the sand is the Atlantic Ocean. Up the road a little bit is Logan Airport, which is why there's so many planes going by. I used to live here, actually. My last address in Boston. Look, here comes a plane now. My last address in Boston was in Revere. Revere is right on the flight path for Logan Airport. So when the planes used to come into Logan, since I was a little higher up, right on the runway path, the planes would come in so low over my house so you could actually see people in the windows. And because the noise, and the vibration from the planes is so strong, Massport bought all the houses in the area special window panes that were supposed to, keep things quiet and all that. Didn't really work, but it didn't really matter to me because I'm interested in aviation. I like planes. Believe it or not, I have my pilot's license. Yeah, private pilot, can only fly a Cessna 152, but I have it. Hey, not many people can say that, right? I started working on my pilot's license in high school in the aviation club. I sold candy bars to get my first flying lesson. There was a minute in time where I actually thought I might be a pilot, and then I found out that you have to be, at least then anyway, you had to be 5'7" to be a pilot. I'm 5 feet tall. Not to mention the fact that I graduated with a D average, and it's kind of hard to get into Embry-Riddle with a D average. I brought you over here for the International Sand Sculpture Competition that happens every year at Revere Beach. Only not really, because it was actually this weekend, and yeah, I'm a little bit late. So sue me. The sculptures are still here. That's what matters, right? We're going to go look at them. This competition has been going on for the past 16 years, and this year's theme is the 50th anniversary of the moon landing. So you see that theme reflected in a lot of the work. You see a lot of things about space, but you see just as many things about birth, or actually more like reproduction. For example, this is the winner, and it's called Nest. And if you look here in the central, the large braided nest, you'll see there's a couple in there embracing. Then there are these smaller nests around it on the outside, and this one looks very Georgia O'Keeffe to me. It's kind of vaggy, right? Or is that just me? Okay, I'll shut up and let you make up your own mind now. So I'm just sitting down here under the shelter for a little bit because it is hot. Hot, hot, hot out there today. When I was a kid, there was this huge roller coaster at Revere Beach called the Cyclone. I only went on it a couple of times because this wasn't really where my family came for that sort of thing, because we were on the other side of the city. But I do remember going on it though, and it was terrifying. It was built in the 1920s. The Cyclone was at the time the tallest roller coaster ever built. It was 100 feet tall. Then they tore it down in 1969, so it had a good run. People still remember the Cyclone though. Revere is really interesting because it's a beach city that has somehow managed to stay solidly working class. I'm going to go to the census for some facts to back me up. The median income for a household in Revere is about, at least in 2010, it was about $37,000. The same census has the overall median income in the U.S. for a household at $59,000. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty much solidly working class. It's a wicked piss of working class city where you can go down the Packy and pick up a six-pack so you can go watch the Sox at your friend John's house. And then maybe you go over to Kelly's Roast Beef and get yourself a lobster roll after. That's Revere. I guess I'll go hang out at the bus a little bit. Still waiting to hear when Cowboy's gonna be ready. I read this interview with the winning sculptor, and she was saying that it's really a really friendly competition because everybody knows each other. You know, there's only 100 professional sand sculptors, I guess, in the entire world. And you know, that doesn't really surprise me because I would think it would take a really particular kind of artist to make a choice to work with sand, you know, because if you're a sculptor, if you know how to sculpt, which obviously these people know how to sculpt. I mean, I couldn't have done any of that stuff that I just saw. If you know how to sculpt, you could do it with stone, you know, and stone's gonna last forever. But these people are choosing to sculpt in sand. And you know, a really good rainstorm could just wipe that away. Kind of like loving a dog. You know, you invite these little furry creatures into your life, and you know when you do it that they have these little tiny short lifespans. And if you're somebody like me who, I don't really like living without a dog. I like having a dog around. So I know that I'm going to go through this over and over and over in my life because that's the price you pay for loving a creature with such a short lifespan, you know? They have these tiny little, yeah, they're just on Earth for a blip, and then they're gone. I got a call from the animal hospital about Cowboy, and they found a tumor. They don't know what kind it is yet. Odds are good that it's not, you know, malignant or anything, but he's going to have to go in for the entire day on Friday to have a 9-hour medical test to determine what type of tumor it is. I'm going to go pick him up now. I'm going to say goodbye to all of you because I don't want to get all, you know, look at my sick dog, you know, because then somebody's going to say, oh, she's talking about her dog because she's an egg bagger. My dog has insurance, okay? My dog has health insurance. He has better health insurance than I do. So this is not any kind of play for sympathy. Just I know some of you out there care about Cowboy, so I'm telling you, anybody who doesn't care about Cowboy, get the hell off my channel anyway. If you don't care about Cowboy, you don't care about me. And if you don't care about me, bye-bye. I know that's ridiculous. That's harsh. I spent all this time getting subscribers and now I'm kicking them out. No. Okay, you don't have to go, but at least pretend you care. Could you please? That would be the polite thing to do. I'll try not to talk about it too much. Come to the live stream. That's where it's happening.